So today we have a very common question. Should I focus on fewer high-paying clients or more small ones? So why listen to us? I'm Tom. This is Aaron. We ran multiple agencies, work with over 100 employees. I don't know how many hundreds of clients, and we typically get paid to answer these questions. But it's easier to just send these off to clients now via video than answering, them every single time. So who starts this off, Aaron?
I can kick this off. So fewer high-paying clients or more small ones, right? And usually when this question is asked, we find that service providers are framing it like a binary issue, like it has to be black or white. And the reality is it doesn't. So the actual answer is it's better to have lots of well or middle-paying clients than lots of small ones or just a few big ones. My personal take is that going for the really big clients is more of an ego thing. It feels really good to tell your business buddies, hey, I just closed a $30K a month deal, right? Which is a big deal for an agency especially if your peers are closing, $20K a month or whatever it is, right? The mathematical side of it is ideally no client should be more than, I think, what do you reckon, Tom? 20% of your revenue?
Maybe even less.
Maybe even less. Because if you lose a client that's more than 20% of your revenue, it kind of puts the agency in peril and it gives you that feast and famine feeling, which you don't want to have as a service provider. Whereas, if you have half a dozen clients, a dozen clients, whatever, who all contribute maybe 10% to your revenue, then you lose one. It's not that big of a deal to get another one.
Yeah, you should think of your budget too, right? Because if you have, I don't know, this is not super healthy, but let's say you have a 20% marketing budget and one client is 20%. You just killed your marketing budget for next month because you left, because it's too big of a hit to the agency. But we had this thing back when I was in the sales world, you had your bread and butter clients. That's like the smaller paying ones that you got every single day. And then you got the whales. And we always said you die chasing the whales because they're far and few, normally.
Would you say that if you get them, take them, but don't go chase them?
No. So see, this was in the sales world. Now, when you're running your own business and you do the fulfillment, the whales are a much bigger problem, just like these small paying, clients. I like what you said about the well paying. Not great, not poor, just well. So typically what I find that the smallest and the biggest clients, especially the big ones that know they're the bigger clients in your agency, become very demanding, right? Because you have your average, which is like the well-paying, but the small ones always think you're like the miracle worker. Like, oh, sir, this $500 will be a life-changing thing for both of us. And and the big ones like, well, I'm your biggest client. I deserve this, right? So the way I kind of look at it is, think of your business, your agency as a boat. And then how many people does the boat hold so you can do fulfillment properly? Because there's going to be a number, 3 might be too little, 50 will be too much. Let's say you got a 20 people boat. And the easiest thing to do is to just make your process better, which is make the boat look better so that your average, well-paying clients, all of them start paying a bit more. You don't have the broke people. You still don't have the big one that's taking up all this room and making everything else uncomfortable. You just make more with every client. I think it's a much easier way to think about it. How do I get more from everyone here than just trying to bring on some whale, which for a smaller agency is often quite painful. When they come on board, their demands, and when they leave.
I would say I have a slightly different take, which is you can take on whales, but they can't know that they're whales.
But that's what I mean, right? If they know that they're...
If they know, it's a problem. Yeah.
It's a big problem.
If they think they're just another client, not so bad. But that's the same thing as you said about making a boat nicer.
Right? Because if you make the boat nice enough, and now all these whales before are just a well-paying clients, because a whale's something different now, that's a much better route to take, right? And be like, okay, a typical agency will be like, okay, I got all these okay clients, and now I got this one. He doesn't know that we're this type of agency. So let's go for it. Let's see how long we can keep this up, and then just I don't know.
So to wrap it up, focus on fewer high-paying clients or smaller ones. Neither. Focus on the well-paying, middle-of-the-road clients, and then focus on making your average client value higher over time.
Agreed. Until next time.
Hit subscribe.